Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Mages1, joined by Dizzy222, and we're here for the second of our semifinal match between ScrubCasual and Rascal. I'm just gonna call them Rascal now because I'll probably share their name at some point.
Rascalnicough.
Thank you.
Yes. Should be an entertaining one. I'm hoping to see ScrubCasual go back to his ways that when he played against Dracus to get here in the top four. Yeah.
So what do you think is going to be in the first item chest?
Let's go vanilla with a lamp.
Well, looks like Piece of Heart on ScrubCasual and never mind.
Rascalnicough.
Well,
Rascalnicough, and ooh, that is a good poultry.
yeah. We also got a 5/6 crystal from Tower of Hera, and there are two other old pendants in Dark World. Let's just leave it at that.
Well, let's see. ScrubCasual picked up a shield and another piece of heart. Wow, Rascalnicough, nothing so far. Looks like he'll be able to get the 80 rupees right now. I might add that is an insanely good poultry, and considering that is normally the highest tier prize pack for poultries and vanilla, that's a pretty good pull.
Definitely.
Though I am surprised neither of our runner are considering farming them, so that way you've got enough money for everything you need to do in the village.
Possibly for Fishman for later. But if it comes to that.
Very, very true, and just some bombs on the Lumberjack Ledge. Rascalnicough is picking up some bombs from the shop there. And let's see what's in the Chicken Shack today.
Chickens.
More bombs. Gotta wonder though, does he feel good about that or not? Looks like one of the other prize pools is a lot of magic.
Ooh. Thing to use it with yet, but...
Well, there's the ice rod. Oh god. Well, the pedestal dream is dead for all those that wanted the ice rod to be there.
Well, remember how I said all pendants in Dark World?
Oh. So let's see what Blind's got today. $5, some bombs, well, the bulk, and 50 rupees. And the vanilla piece of heart there.
Desert is openable, but it's can't do much in it. Scammed by the bottle vendor. Yeah.
You scamming Link out of money, like usual. Not the biggest scam of Hyrule. I missed that. Is that an arrow or something useful? I couldn't tell.
I think that was Berna. So yes, Berna on library. They'll need that or not. Well, only time
It's a
will
good
tell.
item, you know, at least as far as protection goes, but...
Heh.
Rascalnicough picking up another 80 rupees from the poultry. Now, with what our runners have available, where would you go next, Digi?
I would probably go South Shore at this point. I'm not too confident in my bomb escape route, so that's probably a no-go for me.
Well, they do have
at
the ice rod, so at least they can freeze the guards. Though I don't remember if or not they can just throw them against the wall to deal damage. Either way, you could probably drop a bomb off and, you know, blow them up that way. Oh, looks like you can. It's just been so long since I've had to use the ice rod on escape.
Jeez. Oh, the blue guards that are instant killable from the ice rod. I just froze everything.
It looks like we will have a small divergence with ScrubCasual checking South Shore while Rascalnicough is actually doing bomb escape. Only 10 arrows.
Kudos to you. What we got in the dam? Let's see. In the box. Health.
Don't count out a piece of heart. If you actually can keep track of them, you know, if you know you're at 3, you know, if you know you're at 3/4 of a full heart container, it's sometimes worth picking up that piece of heart here and there for a full refill.
Right.
Fire rod. So both rods. Oh, Rascalnicough getting something nice too. We've got a
Miss
required.
ScrubCasual gonna go back there.
Looks like Rascalnicough is opting for the back of escape this way.
Call.
A very, very good call. Now, if we're lucky, there will not be a key here. Or at least Rascalnicough will hope. Oh. Ooh, but some potions.
flippers
And-
from Moldrum Cave.
I missed that. I literally just heard all the money going while I was looking on Rascalnicough's side to see what they were getting.
Oh, combo water checks in as well.
Most likely, all of Zoro, the actual not Fetch Fairy, Waterfall Fairy, Zora, everything like that. I mean, they've got flippers, so ScrubCasual, it's worth it. And looks like Rascalnicough is actually visiting the Hall of Champions, the Hula Hand room, and picking up the money. Ooh, Bugnet from the camper.
50 items. Good to have.
Very, very good to have.
I mean, maybe depending on your playstyle, but
I mean, it's always useful. Worst case, you can always use it as swag on Aghanim too.
yeah.
Let's see what's in the Waterfall of Wishes today. Piece of heart and 10 arrows. Yeah, nothing that exciting. Now, from what I am seeing here, I think the seed is telling them to go beat Desert.
Oof.
They got the fire rod, which is the fire source. They've got the book to get in, so unless Desert is boots locked, Desert is completable, at least for Rascalnicough. And what's the greatest scam artist in all of Hyrule got today?
It's the boots.
Oh! That is not a scam today. That is well worth 500 rupees.
What were you saying about Desert?
Yeah, the seed's telling them to go beat Desert. The seed is telling them to go beat Desert.
Casual, definitely gonna put those boots to use. He's gonna check Bonk Rocks. Maybe get Burna while he's in the area.
I could maybe consider it, as you don't have a weapon at all, but, you know, except for the fire and ice rods and bombs, so I could theoretically see, the check for that one, but, okay, now ScrubCasual's probably gonna head up Escape.
Yeah, Ice Rod. Ice Rod Cave, we haven't seen that yet. Okay, Rascal.
Oh, Scrub. He's reading the seed properly. He's just forgetting to check Escape first.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
I can't fault them on their play here. And full heart container on the ledge. I just hate it when you're reading the seed properly, but you wish that you had checked another location first.
And there is always the chance that it is just Lanmos that he'll be skipping if
True.
oh,
The way the seed is being, I'm betting there's an item on Landmole that's progression.
yeah, I can see that too.
As the torch is in play with those boots.
Well, with what we've seen, this entire dungeon is in logic.
Very true. Although the boss is going to be very hard to beat with just the fire rod. $20 there.
This item.
Scrub knowing exactly where the magic is in there. While ScrubCasual is clearing out desert, Rascalnicough is on his way to their boots.
Where did Rascal get the bottle?
I believe that was in the back of Escape.
Okay. So I wasn't paying any attention to all that, but okay.
Oh, and I believe that was the Sank heart that ScrubCasual just picked up, as he did get a heart refill, I believe.
Oh boy.
Looks like Rascalnicough is also going to be checking Bonk Rocks and getting their 50 rupees. And the single arrow in Akina's cave. Looks like ScrubCasual is going to be going and getting their... Hopefully they will hit up Escape. Will they? Yep, they will.
Well, it's practically the only place he has left to go.
Well, apart from... Oh god. I'm trying to... Salasrala, or however you want to call his name.
True.
Mind you, ScrubCasual will actually be able to do one thing and check one thing in logic that Rascalnicough didn't. Depending on if they'll have the magic for it.
Yes.
With the fire rod in their possession, then the Dark Cross is in logic. And it looks like Rascalnicough is going to go pick up that burnout. I can't fault them there, considering all you have is the rods and no real good weapon.
I mean, it's still a magic using thing, but works.
It is magic using, but it does take a bit less magic than the rods and lasts a lot longer.
Fair enough. I also did fight Landmill one time with it in a... Or was it just a random seed that I played through? Regardless. It's a good out.
Looks like Rascalnicough is using their bottle to pick up some blue potions, so that way they have some magic refill. A very, very, very good play.
Oh, yes. Getting their glove.
Betting ScrubCasual will probably do the same thing with checking the back of Escape. Now, do you think they will actually try to hit up Dark Cross or not?
Hard to say. I know he knows his dark rooms, but...
I think they're thinking about it. Nope. It looks like Rascalnicough will be able to actually complete Desert. ScrubCasual is actually going to go check out Salstrava and Eastern Palace.
Well, depends. Most people don't like dipping Eastern early, but
I know I'm a fan in maps and compasses, and with with T-Sanity actually checking this for the info of where the green pendant is.
right.
And ScrubCasual opting to not know where that is, but still useful knowledge. Most likely Rascalnicough is going to finish up Desert completely. So let's see what Eastern Palace has in store.
Probably not much of anything, just because of the way the seed has been throwing them. It's been telling them, go to desert, go do everything there.
But they have found both items there, so most likely we'll either find a lamp here for Death Mountain, the flute for Death Mountain access, the hammer and Moon Pearl, Titan's Mitts, or something in that combination. The very fun fact, let's see what we got here. Oh, there's the big key. So 2 more locations in Logic without doing the dark rooms. If you found Titan's Mitts, you have the Fire Rod. Would you consider the ultimate gamble and actually sequence break to Ice Palace?
Personally, no. Just because I'm bad.
As I said, it's the ultimate gamble, but if it pays off big. There's the compass. Last item in Logic for oh, no it isn't. Let's see, is progression here? Or is it going to be Forced in Dark Cross? Oh, there's Titans.
Nice.
Scrub.
Easter.
Welcome to the chance to do the greatest gamble in the game. Do you take that gamble? I know, for me, being a gambler, I would consider taking it, but I don't think Scrub, really wants to. But Rascalnicough picking up their first crystal 22 minutes in must feel good. And I think I know where the Moon Pearl is. With that, Titan's Mitts ScrubCasual has opened up one other location.
Oh, don't do that. Oh boy. Okay. King's Tomb.
Yep. The very rare play of King's Tomb through the Light World. Something I haven't seen ages ago. Oh, yep, there's Moon Pearl.
Hey, Rascal, you're doing the good play.
They'll soon be picking up their Moon Pearl. Well, their Titan's Mitts into Moon Pearl. I can only assume.
Right.
Well, Scrub. Yeah, I was just about to ask. Do you think Scrub would go straight down and pick up Myrna, or go to the Dark World? I guess go into the Dark World.
Plan.
Sorry, Scrub. The magic's only in the light world for that tree, bonk. I saw Skullwoods and... What was it? Skullwoods and Thieves were pendants. Was the Green Ice Palace?
Oh, green with Skullwoods. Ice Palace is a pendant, though.
Ah.
The other 5-6 is Swamp.
Oh god. I'm almost rooting for this progression now. I know it's not going to happen, but I'm almost rooting for progression to be on Cold Stare.
About the pedestal. They could have read what was on it way back at the beginning of the seed, but...
Ah, true. I didn't even think of that one. Dizzy, that's one of those so rare things you don't think about. Although, if ScrubCasual finds the mirror, I'm pretty sure we will know very early whether or not this will be a pedestal seed. And with Skullwoods, Thieves Town, and God, what is it? Oh yeah, Ice Palace being our pendants. Let's see, for progression that could be on the pedestal, the bow, hookshot, mushroom powder, cane of Samaria.
It's our first item in Skullwoods.
The flute or medallion. I think those are the items that of the most priority on the pedestal, or could be there. Cape as well, or even mirror, I think. Quite a loadout.
A bunch of stuff.
What would you like to see on the pedestal?
10 bombs. Uncle Pack.
I'm personally rooting for something... I'm hoping progression's on the pedestal. I am. Just so that way we can see what our runners will do. Scrub barely avoiding the actual death there. Choosing to take the deliberate death there, so that way they don't, respawn there. And
Right.
Rascalnicough actually seeing where the pendants are now. Although ScrubCasual not opting to check the back of Skullwoods at present, probably due to low on magic. And Rascalnicough checking the S game. Single bomb, and ooh, there's a bow. Oh, that's cruel.
Oh.
Well, if you want silver arrows, you gotta find the cape. But early silvers if you can find it.
Yeah. Extremely. The other reason ScrubCasual did not go for the back of Skullwoods was, lack of sword.
Well, Morphula isn't that bad. Let me tell you that. It's not that bad, provided you are actually a very good shot with the fire rod or have lots of bottles. Then again, although they don't have Burna, only, Rascalnicough does, but Even then, Burna damage is equal to the fighter's sword damage.
There's vines in the way that you gotta cut down.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot that too.
And by the
Thinking
way,
swordless.
there was a hammer in Thieves' Town.
Oh, now that is useful. Scrub not opting to check it though. Hopefully they'll be back for it.
Hacker telling us that there was also a lamp in there.
Ah, missed that one. Wow, Thieves' Town front half is loaded. We forgot to actually ask people what they thought the digging game count would be, but looks like ScrubCasual opting to fill up their magic a bit more. Opting to pick up the dwarf. Looks like we'll see the Dwarf World Tour. So let's see what Stump Kid has today. Piece of heart. So it looks like we'll be seeing Hype Cave soon. What are you thinking? Hype? No hype.
Put it in the middle.
I mean, I have seen some insanely good Hype Caves in this tournament. I think I saw one that was, what, an 8 or a 9 even? Had like 4 things of progression in there. So let's see. We have bombs, a sword, oh, loot, 300 bucks, and a piece of heart. I think that's semi-hype. I mean, you got 300 rupees, you got some bombs back so you don't lose anything. A sword and the flute, I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And having the hamburger Rascalnicough looks like they'll probably be making their way over to the pod and the pyramid area. Although, fun fact, ScrubCasual did also have access to the east side of Death Mountain, though it would have required them using the Flippers route. But they're also opting to pick up their Cane of Burna.
Good call.
Very good call. So let's see what the Dwarf Smith has today. And they're making today their Fletchers. Now, oddly enough, all of Pod is available. Scrub remembering that they have a bottle, so they're checking Flute Kid. Sorry, Sick Kid. Piece of heart.
Not bow locked in pod, but that doesn't really matter.
Nope, but there's Flute. I would say the meme, but it's one of those things. I think it's one of those that needs to be retired for a bit. There's the big key. Scrub opting to check Ooh, shovel on Rascalnicough's side. But as I was saying, ScrubCasual opting to check Ice Rod. And I forgot what was in there. Just a piece of heart. Anytime I see a piece of heart, this makes me want to go, ooh, piece of candy.
Yeah. That's practically all they are.
Now, if you were Rascalnicough, you have every tool needed to beat Pod. Do you finish Pod? It's a required dungeon.
Yeah, I would. The only thing missing in that case would be the mirror, but...
Very true. And Gary, the old man, just giving Link a tip of $5. Nice spin speed, and avoiding the boulder on ScrubCasual side. Wow, Rascalnicough doing the bomb jump, compass in the big chest. 10 arrows on Spectacle Rock. And inside we have just some money. Looks like we're going to see our first look at the mire area. So we have... Is that Quake on the exit roll needed for mire? And I saw a medallion picked up on Rascalnicough's side.
Was Quake for Mire, and Rascal picked up Ether.
Ah, nice. Nothing really in the mire area for now.
Didn't he... Oh yeah, mirror. Derp.
Yep, no mirror. ScrubCasual, where are you fluting to today? Picking here. Going to be picking up a blue person as well. And looks like Rascalnicough is opting to finish off the dungeon.
Well, at least the boss. He still has a Bowlocked side to go for.
Already checked it. So far, the only major item that was in here was apart from Ether, was the shovel.
Okay.
Although, if my math is correct, the boss will have an item.
Scrub making a good play here. I like this. He's gonna get his hammer.
Very true. See, there was a hammer and lamp were in here only, right? Or was there another item?
I think it was just those two. Yep.
Good decision here, then. You found 2 of the 4 items in here. Dependent dungeon, but do you finish it? Guess opting not to. Let's see what's on Helmasaur on Rascalnicough's side.
Oh, goody.
Well, Fighter's Sword Helmasaur isn't that bad. At least they're not doing it on 5 hearts, which is what's done in all dungeons. 2, 3, 4. Oh, nice and neat. And we've got just $20. Looks like ScrubCasual's opting to go finish Eastern off. A very smart play. After all, it is a crystal.
And Armos does have an item, so...
Very true. Very, very true. I'm betting ScrubCasual will beat Eastern and then hit up Pod. Rascalnicough is probably going to go activate their flute right now. Yep. All rise, take off your hats, I roll national anthem, yada yada yada. You all know the memes by now.
Goose goose, duck amok, something like that.
Scrooge McDuck. There's a lot of memes for that one. Rascalnicough is also opting to check out the Meyer area. And yes, it is Quake for the actual area for Meyer. ScrubCasual soon going to be on the board with their first crystal. Let's see what Armos has.
That one always seems to mess up his quick kill.
Yeah, we all have problems with that here and there, and we got piece of heart. And there's their first crystal.
Playing catch up.
Very true. Now remember, although Rascalnicough has more items at present and a 2 crystal lead, that does not mean that ScrubCasual is out of this.
Indeed, rando gonna rando.
Very true. As we're still missing the hook shot, mirror, Kinesamaria, mushroom. Let's see, Quake, Bombos, and I'm trying to see if there was anything else. I think that's everything major I could think of. Did I mention the mushroom yet? Or oh yeah, powder too.
Really like your fetch quests.
Fetch quests are always fun to watch people have to deal with. Especially when they have items and they aren't sure if or not it's going to be important. ScrubCasual going to be picking up their ether and their shovel here, and probably their next pendant. Sorry, not pendant. Next crystal as well. Now, good question. Where do you go after? Here, if you were Rascalnicough,
Still no mirror, so Death Mountain's still not really.
Well, mind you, there is one location on the mountain that is available, even if you really don't want to go check it.
Yeah, no thanks. I mean, Spike Cave is an option, but...
Ooh, and someone pointing out in chat, ice is still an option. You know, our tracker.
Oof.
I might add, if you're enjoying our runners, you know, entertainment for you all, please remember to give ScrubCasual and Rascalnicough a follow on Twitch. I'm pretty sure someone can drop the actual link for that in chat. And let's see where Rascalnicough does decide to go. Yep, picking up their old geezer and getting $5.
Tumultech, the other thing is, Skull Woods is also pendant. Sure, it might be green pendant, but,
And neither of our runners have checked the back of Skull Woods. So, actually, ooh, all three pendants are accessible to them right now.
yeah.
So, if you were our runners, would you consider checking that pedestal before going back to the Dark World next time?
Definitely.
Ooh, and looks like Rascalnicough is going to be checking Spike Cave.
Yeah.
It is a very smart play on that one. And opting to try to catch that fairy. And they got it. ScrubCasual opting to take the Death Warp.
Some time to get that fairy, but yeah. And I see in chat that both the finalist Dragon Strike and the runner-up matchup, the bronze matchup, Quiz Bowl, are both in chat right now. So
after seeing that there's just 10 arrows in Spike Cave, I'm pretty sure ScrubCasual is going to go and complete Pod, while Rascalnicough, after knowing Spike Cave, let's see where they go.
would still go check pedestal. Make sure those the pendants dungeons that have the pendants, they are all in logic. So might as well see what's on them.
Oh, I 100% agree with you there. Scrub opting to save their arrows. Rascalnicough opting to start with the back. So let's see what's in the back of Skull Woods tonight. A key. Also, Rascalnicough opting to pick up the extra magic here.
As well, you're right here. It's available.
And Also opting to let the Wallmaster catch them to take them to the basically to take them back since they don't have the mirror. And it looks like Rascalnicough is also opting to check Moffila's area. To answer the question in chats, it's not so much that Rascalnicough is in the lead, it's more that, honestly, it's more closer than it seems item-wise, as they both really were just following each other's footsteps.
Don't need to kill these things. You've got the key already. Never mind.
Yes, but also waiting for the front since they skipped the front.
Okay.
Also, we need to mark that ScrubCasual has beaten Pod. And here's our first check at the pyramid. Ooh, what's that? Well, there's another bottle. It'd be in a bottle. And our second item for Skullwoods is on the boss.
Okay.
Now, neither of our runners have checked the pedestal. They've had access to checking the pedestal for a while. And they also have access and are able to beat all 3 pendant dungeons. So let's see what Catfish has today. And the Japanese mythological fish today has... Ooh, Master Sword! A very, very useful upgrade. Looks like Scrub, remembering they have the shovel, is going to go cash that in. Let's see what our first actual fetch quest has in store for us today. And today's shovel is $20. Scrub, are you gonna do what we all want you to do? No. Although I do have to wonder whether they are going to finish thieves or go and... I think they're gonna do what I'm thinking they're gonna do. Check hammer pegs.
Okay. It's a new check for all of us, so...
Very true. And we have today $20. Although opting to pick up the lunchbox. Rascalnicough opting to turn in that green pendant. Will it have anything useful today, I wonder? And ScrubCasual getting... Oh! Both runners getting something very useful out of their guesses. Scrub gets the hook shot, and Rascalnicough gets their actual half magic.
Okay.
Now, Rascalnicough's going to go and complete the entire, check Catfish, pick up their Master Sword, and hit up the Pyramid. Picking up an extra bottle, maybe.
More than likely they will. I mean, it's another safety, so...
It depends on how comfortable they are, but ScrubCasual checking Paradox Cave. Let's see what the Light World Cave it's got today. We have $20, piece of heart, another piece of candy. Another heart container, $50. Powder, $20, and ooh, can of Samaria. I'd say that's a decent Paradox Cave.
Let's just say TR with ether.
Oh, you're cruel. Looks like Scrub is opting to go complete Hera and most likely check Ether. Then probably go back, check Spiral Cave, and then probably Hookshot Cave.
And finish things off with TR and Spike Cave.
Very true, and Blue Mail. Now, Rascalnicough has access to a lot of locations. Where will they go? Ooh, there's the mirror.
Nice.
That hook shot paying off big. But the basement is required. Ooh. ScrubCasual trying for the actual trying for the actual clip to save themselves having to go to the basement after already fighting one of the items.
Was practicing this a bit last night. I did catch some of it, but...
And looks like we're about to get our pedestal check. Will it be anything useful? We have... You called it! Well, 3 bombs.
Okay. Ow.
Rascalnicough opting to go turn in their shovel, making the shovel check.
So, I mean, with all three pendants easily accessible, but Nope.
The only thing our runners, I won't say are needed for go mode, because we're far from it, is probably a Quake away, depending on what is needed for Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
And Rascalnicough, looking like maybe we'll see an Ice Palace play. Although opting for the quick full bomb refill by paying for it. And yep, looks like they are going to be checking out Ice Palace for us. And there's both items for the actual for Hera. So let's see what the Penguin Gator room has for Rascalnicough. Nice room, and ooh, there's Tempered. Here's hoping that ScrubCasual will at least find Mother Sword, as the difference between those two, having Tempered and having Master Sword on Ganon will be huge.
Yeah, that's the...
And Troll Room, one down. Picking up their third crystal. Both runners are tied up in crystals now. So who would you say has the edge now?
That all depends on what Turtle Rock is. I would definitely say Scrub.
Oh, I agree with you there. I mean, if Scrub... not Scrub. If Turtle Rock is Ether, then it's accessible.
And we're a Quake away from Go mode.
Very true. Ooh, Bombos!
Oh.
So we are a Quake and a Bombos away from Go mode. Although I think Scrub did skip Spiral Cave. A green rupee. Another heart container. Some bombs. And 10 arrows in Hookshot Cave. I mean, I've seen worse, but yeah. And in the normal big key chest is just a key tonight. In Ice Palace.
Funny.
Nothing major. Some bombs and some more arrows. Fireball shield for Rascalnicough on that one. Ooh, though Scrub has access to all of Swamp.
It is red crystal, so by clearing it,
It has access to Fat Fairy, which is an extra 2 checks, so it's about 8 items. $20 from Spiral Cave, at least getting to use the at least getting the ability to use boots there. It looks like ScrubCasual is opting to go to Swamp.
That's a real good play.
Yes, it is. Ooh, looks like Rascalnicough is actually opting to go for the rest of Thieves.
In dungeons. Gamble, but if it pays off.
Very, very true. Although, did Rascal find all the items in ice? I wasn't sure on that count.
I wasn't paying enough attention.
Chat, help us out here, please. And ooh, there's Bombos.
Down.
$50 on Rascal's side. For the first item in, sorry, the third item in Thieves. We will probably see Rascal mirror. No, wait. They don't have the mirror. We'll probably see them save and quit out if there isn't an item here. If there's an item here. Nope.
Would go
We'll
the
see
full
them
distance.
finish. Yep, they're going to finish the dungeon. Get the last item, most likely. Just the boomerang. And there is the second item in the swamp. Sorry, not swamp. Second item swamp was a piece of heart, and the boomerang was in the big chest of Thieves.
Correct.
So Rascal's soon going to go check and complete the Smith chain. So they'll soon be picking up their hook shot. Piece of heart, the map. Another piece of heart. Now, Scrub opting to skip left side.
Better don't. Either way, you probably want to come back in. Say Argus has the boss key.
Very true. And Rascal returning their dwarf. And opting to not do the menu boss for Argus. I know I'm personally a fan of just using spins, but that's me. But still.
I'm bad at that strat.
Which one?
right? But there's one. There's the spin, like
Spin fire rod.
oh no, shot 2 puffs at once and then spin.
I know I can't get the 2 puffs at once, so I just take them one at a time, but it still works. And Scrub opting to skip the left side altogether. And looks like we'll see an ether check. Sorry, a bombos check here. Rascal opting to go and get their, as soon be picking up their hook shot. Ether has our 3rd shield location with the fireball shield. Looks like Scrub is going to be going and checking Cave 45, the record cave, the grove of flowers. Oh.
Looks like Rascal is going out towards swamp now, so
I think they they have the mirror.
Oh right, Hera.
Yep. Although we'll see Scrub probably getting the Fat Fairy right now.
Yeah.
It's a very smart play. While Rascal is going to be doing their Death Mount in play right now, picking up all the goodies that Scrub already found here. Looks like Scrub is going to pop that big bomb and then immediately mirror and probably flute.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Another bottle and $20. While Rascal is picking up the Canis Maria and powder. And ooh, green goo in the actual for what the fairy is giving them today. Not bad.
It'd be better.
Very, very true. I think Scrub is going to go do Turtle Rock.
Been likely Quake is gonna be in there. Or
I'm hoping Quake and maybe a second sword, well, 3rd sword. After all, Master Sword Silverless Ganon is a pain.
yeah.
Let's go picking up their mirror now. It looks like they're gonna try to do the clip into the pot. And missing it. Missing it a second time. And key in the compass chest for Scrub. Rascal getting it.
Al.
You do what you can do on that one. Although where the last item was, I think they're going to be annoyed. The last item was in the big chest, if I recall.
Yeah, but it was just a hard container.
Oh, I know. But they opted to skip the big key. And almost go mode Turtle Rock style. Right. Now, here's the thing for Rascal. He knows that the last item has to be in the big chest. Do you go back?
It's a big gamble. I'm having some chain chomp problems.
And Rascal finally getting their blue mail. Now, remember, Scrub did skip left side swamp. If Rascal decides to check and that's got Quake, then that's, a huge swing in Rascal's favor.
Ew.
Don't you hate when that happens? You decide to go mode swamp and the item you're looking for is there.
Yeah.
Rascal going to be disappointed with their Super Bunny and Hookshot Cave. But also remembering to check Mimic Cave. So let's see what's here. Nice Mimic Cave. Ooh, Cape. That actually might be important for Scrub.
Did either of them check Bumper Ledge?
Yes, Scrub did. I do not know about Rascal, but Scrub did. He knows where the silvers are.
Right.
If they remember, they're on Bumper Cave Ledge.
That was the funny part of the seed.
Yeah,
Rascal had just found his bow.
and Scrub found the other at the same. Ooh, there's Quake. Scrub's in go mode.
1 hour, 19 minutes, call it 10 seconds, give or take. ScrubCasual with go mode.
Now, here's the question. If you're Scrub, do you go back for those silvers? Or do you still search for chests for hoping for another sword? If it were me, I would immediately, after this, go pick up silvers and go for it. Oh, there's red mail.
Of course, the key would be on the last one.
And it's vanilla location.
Question in chat, there was a sword in Ice Palace.
First chest in ice, to be precise. Which was nice.
It was Pentagore room, wasn't it?
Yep, Pen Gator. And Scrub opting, basically getting through the first part of Trinex, and looks like Rascal is also opting to skip the left side of Swamp for now.
One thing here, Wes. That Master Sword No Half Magic, very nerve-wracking for Trinex.
True enough. If I'm Scrub, the better question comes, do you hope that there is a sword in Ganon's tower, or do you go and get those silver arrows immediately?
Go for the silvers.
Very true. You'd know where they are. I'd go pick them up immediately. That way you have an option for Ganon's, for Ganon if you can't find another sword. Rascal getting into their Argus fight. And getting the actual stuff for the Zero Cycle. I think we know what Scrub's doing. It's a very smart play. I can't fault them for getting silvers. You have the cape. You know where it is. You don't have to check any extra items. If you can't find Butter Sword, you get so much time saved on the final part of Ganon.
And chat is definitely right. Silvers will help with Vidi, they'll help with Lanmo.
They are going to save them a lot of time.
I think Rascal just skipped the rest of Swamp as well.
Yes, they did.
Which we know is a good call, but
Having the mirror, they're going to probably to check checkerboard, not checkerboard, the K45 as well. And opening up Meyer. ScrubCasual is going to be able to use the is going to most likely be able to go mode the last 2 dungeons. Well, excluding Ganon's Tower, of course.
You're right here in chat, yes. Quiz Bowl and Dragon Strike.
Again, if you are enjoying our runners in the show that we're putting on for you all, please consider giving them a follow. I'm sure someone can drop the exclamation runner command in chat. Oh god. Oh god. We have a god Meyer.
It's even better.
Well, not for Scrub. I'm sure that they were hoping to maybe be able to check 1 to 2 locations out of there, get the big key, and be able to actually get a, possible sword upgrade.
E.T. That's where this sword will be.
Here's open for Scrub's sake. While Rascal is going through Turtle Rock, they're going to be able to go mode Meyer. Scrub will be able to mirror right after this, maybe check checkerboard, and immediately go in complete desert. Having the big key. That hook shot coming up huge for Scrub. Ooh, a nice Bernadas. And 2 silver arrows for Viddy in his own Aigu. All for the compass. But that leaves desert left.
And we know what both items are in there.
Yep. With Scrub actually checking it earlier, they at the time did not have the grub to complete desert, so they couldn't finish it. Looks like they're not opting for checkerboard cave. So in just about a handful of minutes, I guess we're going to be starting... Well, I won't say anything yet.
Don't know, do we have the bot?
I don't know. Even if we don't, we can always just have... It looks like Ridley in chat is saying we do have the bot today.
Okay.
Don't worry. It's Moldorm in Zelda 1, Land Mole in Zelda 3. Just following what chat was saying. about remembering if this was a land molai or a moldworm. And with that, ScrubCasual will be getting their actual last crystal.
And with that, there are 22 possible locations where the GT Big Key could be.
Get your guesses in chat, everybody. So I've got to ask you, what's your guess for tonight?
I always keep things random with this. I pull up a random number generator. So I'm gonna say number 5.
My guess is 12. I always go with 12 because honestly, it's, it's born on December 12th, so gotta rock 12.
Well then.
Lots and lots of guesses tonight. Rascal is also in go mode. Missed them picking up Quake, but
Roll a d20.
D20 plus 2. So as soon as Scrub enters the Enemy's tower, that will be the end. We'll turn off the bot and let's see who wins. At least Scrub will, at least Rascal will have their red man. So let's see. Left or right? I'm guessing Scrub's opting for the standard play of check the first 2 right and then go full left. Ooh, there's his temper.
Unless there's a key.
There's tempered and there's the mushroom. First
Big
2.
Key in potion shop?
Only in Key Sanity. So checks 1, 2, and 3, nothing. Well, check 1 having a sword and check 2 having the mushroom. 4 the map, 5 bombs, 6 a small key, 7 some money,
Well, I'm out. But, okay.
and blink and you missed it, and Rascal has beaten their Trinex. Do you know if Rascal can actually hover or not?
I'm not too sure.
Not sure on that one, but Rascalnicough heading for Meyer. We'll get the God Meyer.
Get that Godmire out of the way.
That's 8 if I recall correctly on the chest count. Yes, I believe that is 8. Chat's telling me 9. Yep, just had to do the quick math right now. So let's see, number 10, the last bottle. Number 11, heart. 12, money. Oh, I'm out. 13, bombs. Now, mind you, Rascalnicough can make up time if the key is on the right side and they check the right side first. Excellent. Wow, that is funny. Using the sword swing to get through that entire warp. A little bit of time lost, but you gotta love that swag enemy hit. Another rupee, that's 14 if I recall. Stop to see what Rascal pulled from the other chest, because they checked that one first.
Was a piece of candy.
Heart. Yep, another piece of candy, and this is 17, I think we're at. Oop. French vanilla.
Oh, then. And Doom Killer. Guest 18. Right on the dot.
Congratulations, you win. I used the lifetime of ALTTPR seeds, as well as your choice of any other type of randomizer seed. Please see your ALTTPE, is it .com still, or did they change it? For all your randomizer needs, have they gotten over 300 yet for sprites, choices, and yada yada yada. Thanks for playing, have fun, and we're up to Ganon Ball Z. Yes, the community nicknamed this next room.
Haven't heard that one in a while.
What, Ganon Ball Z? And Rascal doing the NMG strats to get rid of the Vitreous eyeballs. Which, fun fact, Vitreous is actually the goo, not the eyes. If you go by the real world definition.
Okay.
Scrub having a lot of extra magic, especially if all four of those bottles, is willing to go through all that magic, while Rascal is on their way to GT. Nearly the one cycle.
Oh, he'll save some time if he goes full right, but again, no key in Hope Room, so...
However, they will have an actual... They will have Butter Sword, though.
This is true.
And I have seen seeds that have lasted more than 4 hours. It just depends on the type you're playing. A full old school Chaos Seed, which is what? Key Sanity, Enemizer, Entrance Shuffle, and I forget if there was another thing thrown in there or not, but yeah, that's over a 4 hour long seed. Especially on a higher difficulty.
Thank you for the subscription, Jumper401. Please enjoy those Zelda speedrun emotes, and thank you for your support.
I do have to say, I'm glad Scrub actually got to skip the most dangerous, one of the most dangerous glitches in all of Ganon's Tower, the despawn. Ooh, and picking up another heart.
Nice.
And Rascalnicough picking up their butter sword and shrooms. Wait, what's that? On Scrub side? And showing us what's in the Last Hope chest. Just 20 rupees today. Vanilla, if I recall correctly. And here's Agadim 2. Everybody's favorite Geometry Wars boss. I think that might be a triple, but depends on how they hit.
Right.
Anyway, a single? I guess it did count as a triple. Also, looks like Rascal is opting to go right side. And Scrub getting the swag. And having Cape, they can get the whole extra, get a lot of the other. They basically can use the Cape to avoid everything if they would like.
Rascal, you could have saved so much time.
Very true, but wait to see this. Looks like we will be seeing a game 3 at least. Will they keep it Will they keep it open? I wonder. Will they change it to the standard? Will there be an actual change to Key Sanity Light? Getting torch glitch. All this stuff, just 4 arrows. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now get those GGs in chat, everybody. Well, I guess I should say wait till they cross the bridge and GG. I don't have the SRL up. Do you happen to have it up, Digi?
I do. That was an official SRL time of 1 hour, 43 minutes, and 1 second.
GG to Scrub.
GG, man. Could have very well... Oh, we're in here now.
Yes.
And we are joined by ScrubCasual and Rascalnicough.
That's me.
Is that how you say your name?
Just said
Even
GG to the pair of you.
GG.
GG. When did you get purple chest?
I get purple chest?
Yes.
Okay, I marked it off. Honestly, I don't even remember.
I can.
Purple chest had hook shot.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
which was
When did I do that? I don't even remember now.
that was practically the run decider, or at least when you started to get ahead, Scrub.
Yeah, I definitely didn't do it late. Like, it was not my last, which I'm assuming it was probably your last check.
Yeah, I decided to clear every pendant dungeon before doing purple chest. Oops.
Yeah, I do have to say though, when you picked up Hookshot, Rascal, you had picked up Half Magic at basically the exact same time.
Yeah, at that moment, it was go do maybe like Thieves Town and Overworld checks, which would have included purple chest, or go do ice. Even though I didn't have Hookshot and I didn't have Samaria, I thought I needed to make a play there. And when I got Half Magic, I was like, I guess that's my sign to do ice. But it was not.
I mean, I felt the same way. I was deciding between either doing like purple chest area or going to ice. I wanted to go to ice so many times, but then I would just get an item that pushed me away from it every time, and I was ready for it to be where I needed to go and have me lose because of it.
Without Hook and without Samaria, looking back, it was a stretch. I probably shouldn't have done it, but I felt behind, and it happened.
It does happen, to the best of us. Although I do... go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think I lucked out with Quake. I thought I needed to make a play there as well. And I felt like I might have a chance because of when I got Quake. But that was not the case.
Where wasn't it in Turtle Rock?
Yes,
Okay.
that was your go mode item.
Yeah.
Especially for the pair of you. Yes, it was go mode for each of you.
I'm glad your controller didn't poop.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. I don't even know, but it happened last night and today, and I was so worried it was going to happen during the race.
What happened?
My controller just disconnects sometimes through my driver. Like, no, I don't move anything. It just stops getting recognized in my computer, and then I have to reset my whole emulator for it to be recognized again.
Ouch.
So I did a race last night, and I lost 30 minutes of progress, essentially, because I hadn't saved and quit in 30 minutes, and I had to reset the emulator.
Ouch. I mean, I guess theoretically you could swap it and have use the keyboard real quick if they let you on that.
I hooked up my PS4 controller as a backup to switch to player 2 if I needed to. If it were to happen.
I wish
Good
I could
call.
blame my problems on controller issues today.
Trust me, Zelda destroys controllers. This game just destroys controllers.
That's my excuse for not hovering. I don't want to wreck my controller.
Hey, my comment is just play with two controllers. After any part where you'd have to pump a lot, just swap to another controller.
That's smart.
Because you have like that one, D-pad that's like great for pumping, but just too sensitive that you would want to not use for the rest of the game.
Still had fun though. Always do.
This early seed, I did not have fun.
Where did you go? Did you go desert or did you go eastern?
I went everywhere before Eastern. Absolutely everywhere.
That's exactly what I did.
Oh my gosh. And then I'm kind of glad I did, just when I got that we went. It was like it opened like one other chest, or no, that was boots. I don't know. It was just this early game and only bombs for the whole thing, basically.
Yeah, bomb escape. I lucked out and found the ice rod, and that helped me out a bunch in this.
I had Fire Rod, but I didn't want to use magic only because I wanted to try to do Dark Cross, but I ended up using too much magic before I could get there, so I ended up not even doing Dark Cross.
Oddly enough, neither of you checked Dark Cross, so I can only assume that it was probably nothing important.
Mm-hmm.
So with a looming Game 3, have you two figured out a time for a possible Game 3? And Rascal, have you thought about what changes you might make?
I think we're gonna try for Monday. Scrub, does that sound okay to you?
Yeah, probably Monday night, around the same time, probably.
Yeah, maybe, when did we race last night? Like 9:45?
9:45 last night, 9:15 tonight.
That might work out, or 9. We can talk later. As for game settings, I don't know. Open 7-7 is just, I have the most fun, like I said last night. But I think I'm gonna take maybe a few hours, maybe a day, and decide. And Scrub, I'll let you know by tomorrow afternoon at the latest. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
But GG, good seed, good run.
Good see.
I meant for you.
Well, thank you. The early part of the seed was atrocious to me, but it did work out for me. I agree. Thank you.
I thought I was like making big brain plays. I got the boots. I went to go get Berna. I went and got like a magic pot so I could finish Desert, and it was all for nothing. It was just sitting in Eastern, and I was like, I bet Scrub went to Eastern early because that's his MO. That's what he does. And I thought I was really screwed.
Now, you both actually did a very good job early on. Basically, it just came down to who found the hook shot first.
Yeah, as soon as I knew that was gonna be it.
At that point, you were actually ahead. It was the hook shot that literally turned, that just, completely, changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do have to say, Scrub, smart play getting the silver arrows.
Well, I was gonna say, I was asking Rascal. I don't think you knew where it was, right?
I never peeked Bumper Cave. I should have.
Yeah. It just seemed like, especially only having Master Sword, I did not want to go to Master Sword, Ganon, Silverless when I know where Silvers are, and it takes 20 seconds out of my time to do it. Cuts down time on Vitreous, cuts down time on everything, basically.
Yeah, we were, us here in the booth were basically like, you think you're going to? It's like, yeah, more than likely, because of how much time it saves.
I don't blame you.
That was also a funny part during the run because, Rascal, when you found your first bow, at that same moment, Scrub had decided to go and check Bumper Cave.
And that's when I saw the other.
Yeah, that one was more just like, well, you know where silvers are.
Really cool. I like that.
This was the type of race that you both, it was an interesting race overall. You both checked a lot of the same areas. You both, you both read the seed quite well. You both read the seed, insanely well.
I kind of found myself in the situation that you found yourself in last game, Scrub, where I made.
Yeah, that's actually what I was.
I wanted to double down on them. Like I knew that Purple Chest and Smith Chain was there, and I was like, I haven't done it yet. I need to put it off in case something is there, and that was the right decision, probably.
And I think that's actually what I was going to say is that, like, that was me last night. That was you tonight, and hopefully, I mean, for the sake of the restream, I hope that we have like a very close race, because like it's clear that I think we would have a very close race if we were making a lot of the same decisions.
I think that to have our best race, we're both gonna have to. And I mentioned this last night, and you didn't like the idea, but I think like we may both have to do that in an ideal, perfect race where we want to show ourselves off. But whether that'll happen on Monday, we'll have to see.
I mean, trust me, it was a very close race for a lot of this one. It really, really was. And especially in the early game. I mean, Rascal, you were able to finish the desert while Scrub hadn't checked escape yet, didn't have the glove, and so had to actually leave out of desert. It was really close, even in that part. But what did you think about where the boots were?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right.
I know we got them like early mid game.
I just remember saving and quitting and going straight to bonk rocks, like immediately.
That's what I did.
Bitch had them.
The scam artist.
Oh yeah. And then we had to go back for King's Tomb for Pearl. That was like,
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you knew it.
I like pretty much in most of my races, if I get early-ish access to King's Tomb, I go so fast. Same with what is it, Sunken Cave, the one next to Misery Mire? Both of those. Like if I get early access to those, I go there so quick because in older versions, like before 3.0, I felt like there was always something in one of those. But it really hasn't been a lot for me in the last 2 updates.
They did feel like hotspots.
Yeah, the seeds, it's like there are still some outliers on that one, but, I don't fault either of you for the checks you've made, for the checks you made on that one. It was a very, very, very fun scene to watch in the call.
Well, thank you very much for calling it. I really enjoy being restreamed on ZSR. It's a lot of fun.
And remember, if you all enjoyed this race, remember to follow our runners as well as my fellow co-commentator, Dizzy Dude, 22, our tracker. I'm not even going to try to pronounce names right now, as well as myself, Betis1.
Tamaltalk 13.
Thank you.
And our restreamer, Ridley Dragon.
Ridley Dragon.
Because Ridley is a dragon. I'm sorry, man. But anyway, I think that's all for us this evening. I don't know if we're rating anybody or any other stuff like that. I don't think we have any other matches on the schedule except for the tentative for Monday for us. So I guess I may just one, for me, myself, Dizzy Dude, 22, our tracker, our runners, everybody, for Zelda speedruns. I'll say good night for myself at the very least. I don't know about the rest of you, though.
Good, folks.